Going live ready,
After
yeah.
calling.
Welcome to Football Bloods TV live stream.
Yo.
So today we are doing a live stream. Yeah, you memorized the tone there.
Who wouldn't? It's like burned
Yeah,
into my
but
skull.
that's
Already,
the best music ever made, lah.
Oh, it's at the back. It's at the back. So
Yeah.
if you want to know the music, I don't know, like if you're so interested to know the music and all, just go and see in all our YouTube videos. Even the previous video, it's there. Okay, so just check that out. So today we will be looking into England versus Scotland match preview. So we are actually going to, because all of us in Football Bloods TV, we are Premier League game watches. So because of that, all of us, even though we are not, some of us are not a fan of England, but we are still covering all the England games because we really want them to finally bring it home, like finally. So hopefully this time it will happen.
Yeah,
And
I strongly believe, the era is nowadays. It's now or never.
It's
all
now
right,
or
so
never.
let's have like 30 seconds of a small review of the first game that England played, which was against Croatia. So before I even start, I'm Sabish Manmadan, that's Isaac, and that's Kavi. I forgot to introduce everyone. So today,
Okay,
please press the bell icon and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hey, Tubale. Please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon.
Please like, subscribe, share to our
yes.
YouTube channel.
Also, please share
Please follow us on all social media handles,
Yes.
and we can
our.
proceed now.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait. We also got what's it called? TikTok as well. Don't forget.
Yeah.
We just came up with
Yes.
something new there. So
Yep.
please go there as well and see whether if you like anything you see, and do follow us, and again like, subscribe, share, same thing all over
Basically,
again.
our introduction is taking very long. So,
That's 30 seconds a day.
so all right. So, 30 seconds to Kavi and Isaac. Just a small recap on that England versus Croatia game. So, I'll start with Kavi first.
20 seconds, ah.
Yeah, 30
No, day
seconds.
50 seconds day.
Nothing much to talk, lah. They didn't play
And then
that
don't talk
long.
about them.
They didn't play that much, so it's a boring game. As I've said before, it's a very boring game. I actually thought it's going to end 0-0. I don't know. Somehow they managed to squeeze in that 1-0. So I think that was actually a very good tactical move as well. They Kane and who's that guy?
Sterling.
Kane and Mount.
Oh,
They pull their defenders away, so creating a void there. So then Sterling managed to run in. So I think that was the only masterclass that they did.
Yeah.
That was the only masterclass.
Basically, England just tried to play cover so that Croatia don't have any attempts.
hey, but
Yeah,
don't forget Foden had a great chance as well.
Yeah.
He, hit the
yeah.
post. So
That's what I was about to say, because when Foden created that chance, the same thing happened. What happened was Mount and Kane, they dragged the defense away from their natural positions, so created chance for Foden. I don't know whether that's their only tactic or what, because that's what they were doing throughout the game. Somehow they managed to squeeze in a goal. For Croatia, it was a very disappointing game. Honestly, being England supporter, I still thought that Croatia would give a very good fight, because all the while they have been going all out when it's
Yep.
against England. England had to struggle even in those times where they drew or won the match. So even Croatia was disappointing, but Kovacic, he did try to do something. I never saw Modric in the game, so it was a very boring, disappointing game to me.
Well, if you want to know more of Kavi's frustration, please check out his instant match reaction. By the way, that's a new program there called The Pitch. So you can see more of Kavi there in that featuring as a host, and maybe you might
and
see
venting
some
out his
other guests coming
frustration
in.
alone.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
it's an instant review show where right after the game me, I rant out or I break down the game for better understanding.
Actually,
yeah.
bullshit lah. It's where he gets to spend 20 minutes to vent out his frustration. That's
They
it. Simple
No
as that.
lah, I make it as short as possible.
Okay, 10 minutes of frustration.
It's
Okay.
it's a cookie.
He's
Just
trying
how
his
you
best to
want to
make it
bake.
short. It's just not happening as short as he wants.
You see, each tip also I need to somehow it'll come up to 5 minutes. Then video end up being 10 minutes.
Steady, it's okay. We understand.
Anyway, let's move on to Isaac now. So Isaac, your small opinion. So 10 seconds.
Well, Gareth Southgate must shove his ego in his ass right now. That's how it was on that day. He displayed his ego big that the whole team sucked eventually. Putting players that are not meant to play there, or putting players that did not perform that well. We got lucky with the one goal, and I think that if he plays the same tactic, the same players there, I don't think so. England's gonna last long at all. So all in all, it's a pathetic game, pathetic decision by Gareth Southgate, and yeah, I wish he would shove his ego in his ass, use his brain and not his ass at all.
All right, so we actually did a live watch along for the first England game, and unfortunately later on today, they are playing again against Scotland, but we will be not doing any live watch along because the game which will be telecasted here in Malaysia is quite late, so we might be skipping that game, but we will be doing a live watch along for the biggest game of the week, which will be Portugal versus Germany. Yes. So do join us and do show us your support. You can join us in the watch along as well. Just drop a message to either the Instagram site or in our YouTube chat, or also in our Facebook, or also in our TikTok message, and we will definitely include you in during our watch along. And we have to apologize for the previous watch along, which we actually had a lot of issues, which we only noticed right after the game. So
we would have appreciated if any one of you guys had said that we can't hear your voices.
Please leave some comments. We like to read some comments,
Yeah, and a small reminder, a small recap that the juggling competition winner has already been announced, and the first prize goes to Daniel Akasha. We also spoke to their family members as well, and you can check that out in our Instagram IGTV. We went live with the father and the mother as well. And finally, after a long introduction, we are going into England versus Scotland.
Hey, what's your thought on the game? Hey, you didn't tell us.
So my thought of the game is simple. I feel Southgate's formation at first was not a formation that I was expected, and also I think many of you was not expecting that formation, especially to see Kieran Trippier playing on the left side. Anyway, I think the reason why he do that was because he wanted some free kick taker in the game, which eventually happened where Trippier had a chance, So I think that might be the only reason. But anyway,
Kane could have done it.
Why he couldn't put in the right side, is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
And let Walker play centre back.
I think Luke Shaw was suffering on some injury, so I don't know.
But besides Luke Shaw, we had another player. What's his name? Ben? What?
Chilwell. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to him? He got injured or what?
I have no idea, man. So anyway.
Anyways, what I would say I don't know, on the bright side or what, I don't know. Just a quick one lah. I'll say that Southgate has balls lah, because he in such a big tournament he decided to field that kind of team. So maybe the guy knows what he's doing. I don't know. This is on the other side lah. This is on the other side.
I'm very sure he didn't know what he was doing. He just got through by luck only lah.
Anyway, we should also remember that Croatia is a World Cup finalist as well. So maybe he was thinking more of a play where he can balance up the England squad and just manage a draw so that they can go into the next game with the more hunger, I guess. I don't know.
What a pathetic mindset.
So anyway, it's their first win in their first game for England. So anyway, I'm not sure if it's a history, but
last week history created twice. England won their first game, Germany lost their first game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so probably it might be some good start for England. Anyway, coming back to England versus Scotland. So this is a big rivalry because the Scottish doesn't like the English will never like the Scottish. So it's a two-way thing, and it's more like a Manchester United versus Liverpool, like what we have seen here in the past in Football Bloods TV. And Isaac is thinking what to say. Please don't say anything at the moment. We'll straight away go into England versus Scotland's match preview, the match build-up. So let's think about this game. What are you expecting? Will this be like a fast game, or is both sides going to play like what England and Croatia played, or is it going to be a full attacking side? What do you think, Isaac?
Uh, um, um,
Why so much side?
He's trying to
I
think
mean,
of a drug or a prostitute or a fruit that he can relate to.
no. Honestly, I hope that both will play attacking. I hope both will attack. If that's going to be the case, I think then England has the upper hand. I don't think so. I don't think so. Scotland is going to play very defensive. I think they're going to utilize their wing backs to deliver as much as they can. And I don't know. I think this is going to be. I hope, and I think it's going to be an exciting game. It's not. I don't think this is going to be a really boring game.
Okay, how about Kavi?
Look, I was watching the first game that Scotland played also. I think Scotland has the will to go further in the game, but then with the likes of Robertson, Tomine, and a couple of other players, they do have what it takes to go further in the tournament. But then in their first game, they were not up to the mark. They didn't play their best game, so I think they know there's an urgency for them to win this game to get the points so they can go to the next round. So I think it'll be a very competitive game because England also have to win to qualify to get this 3 points so they can go to last 16. So I think it'll be a very not like fully attacking game, but although both sides will be cautious, but it will be quite entertaining. I hope it will be an entertaining game where you see both sides equally attacking and defensive wise they don't make major mistakes. Like yeah.
But I think Scotland is going to want it more because they've lost. I think they lost their last game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
More than England, Scotland will want it more because of the
that wonder goal scored by Czech Republic, right?
Yeah.
Because the one we have to give it to Czech because even Scotland can't do anything, and I don't know why the keeper had to come up so high.
Yeah.
Until
he wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah. No one did.
But maybe because they even in that game, because Scotland wanted to score, right? They were playing very high
line.
So maybe that's why they had the keeper to come up so far. But these guys just that was a very beautiful game, a beautiful goal. Sorry, not game. Game was shit.
All right, so looking at England as well, they have some injury crises like in the likes of Maguire, Henderson, Jack Grealish, and then so for Jordan Henderson, actually, he featured in Romania, the friendly before their first EuroLeague game. So we was actually expecting him to be given some minutes of football, but sadly he was not there. He was not given time.
And you know why, right?
But then we don't see that. We don't see it as a problem because Calvin Phillips, he was equally good, I think, maybe better than what Henderson could have done.
Yeah, just that, like Isaac told me earlier before we start the live, that it was lacking a leadership between them. So that is one thing. Maybe because maybe if even Maguire is there, maybe Maguire might help as well. And the hot news now is that Dean Henderson has withdrawn from the England squad. So this will actually make Ramsdale as our next keeper in case Pickford or what's the other guy? Pickford or what's his name?
Simon.
Johnston, is it? Johnston.
Yeah. Hey, no, Sam Johnston.
Yeah, I think, So in case these two guys here gets injured, then we might be seeing Aaron Ramsdale. So what do you think about Aaron Ramsdale?
We don't
I don't know.
really.
I don't know much about him.
Yes, we don't know
I
much
don't know,
about
man.
him, but at the
I'm not
moment,
a
I
fan
think
of him.
All I
I
know
think
is nothing good come out of it, lah.
Yeah.
I
I
think at the
mean,
moment England is fully dependent on Pickford. I just hope that
yeah,
Pickford doesn't
exactly.
get injured. Because
Right.
before this,
So
even in our previous video, even Isaac was saying that Henderson might start the game. I
yeah.
think now if you ask me, I'll just go with Pickford. I'll not.
No
Obviously,
choice.
like they,
You don't have
No,
a
I
choice
mean,
anymore.
like I don't
yeah,
have a choice at all.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's either
So
Pickford or you lose the game. That's all.
very true. So and another thing is that Aaron Ramsdale, he's a good
Swimmer.
he's a good shot stopper, but we have seen in Sheffield United where even he also makes a lot of mistakes. So I hope that Pickford don't get injured as well, because that will be a big
That's
blow.
yes.
So yeah.
I don't know
So
how serious is Henderson's injury until he had
Hip
to pull
injury.
out of the tournament. Yeah.
hip
He had a
injury, yeah.
hip injury.
He
You
couldn't
you look
recover on time.
you look at the legend Rashford. The fella injured for the whole season, but Euro also can still play. He's
Yeah.
gonna. I don't know lah.
I have no idea. I don't even know why he's still trying his way. But like being a player, it's a dream, right? You want to play for your country and
No,
also
you see like Greenwood. Although he's young, I think for Greenwood's age, if I'm Greenwood, right, I would really want to play. I wouldn't care like, oh, if I'm injured or what. I want to play this tournament, establish myself. But then what
no, I think there's a
Greenwood did
difference.
was,
The
he's like,
difference
oh
there.
no, I need to recover. I need to go further in my career, things like that. Rashford,
The difference between Greenwood and Rashford is that Greenwood feels like even if he's joining the squad, he won't have chance to play, because in the likes of Harry Kane, Calvert-Lewin, he already know
No
that
way.
he might be just a bench warmer, and in case of emergencies where he's going to come in, and he knows that he's
yeah,
suffering from injury. So because of that, he might just withdraw and focus on the World Cup, because World Cup is just next year. So
yeah, that's why
yeah. So
World
maybe he
Cup
might
is.
focus on that.
Every time the commentator says, "Oh, World Cup is next year," I'm like, "Oh shit,
Yeah, I
that's
know,
that's
right? So
fast."
that's even more interesting, and hopefully, but Harima Malaya is not going through anyway. So let's go back here to.
That will
we,
never happen. Eh.
we wait for another 50 years.
All right, so now we have done with some small match preview and also the flashback between England and Croatia, and now England versus Scotland. Let's go into our predicted lineup. So the last time, three of us had some weird formation. Each of us gave out. Finally, the manager went for a 4-3-3,
Fourth one,
right?
yeah.
He went for a 4-3-3, but the
He
Same
still
squad
formation
used
was
as me.
4-2-3-1. He still used 4-2-3-1. Isaac's formation, but the players were just haywire.
Uh, yeah.
they were staggering then. Yeah, anyway, let's see what Southgate is going to do this time. Maybe he might rotate the players or what. So let's start off with Kavi first. So Kavi, you go through your formation. Let's see how your formation works, and then we'll go to the rest.
Okay. Um,
Right. So meanwhile, for those who are in Instagram, you can just check out Football Blast TV at the moment, because we are doing a small live here in YouTube. So if you're watching in Instagram, and those YouTube viewers, please bear with me for a while, because I'm going to chat with some Instagram viewers here as well. So welcome to Football Blast TV. We are doing a live match preview for England versus Scotland. It's going right now. All you have to do is just go to Football Blast TV YouTube and check out there. Right. All right, Kavi, take the floor, man.
yeah. Sorry, Isaac, how to go full screen day? Forgot already.
F11, I think.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Prevalence. Yep, it's F11. Is it working? I don't know if it's working, but it's okay. Event.
Okay, can see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this time I'll go with 4-2-3-1 lah, because I don't think,
That's what it's gonna go.
yeah. So I'll just,
You already know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
but the
I mean,
players I don't know. Like,
I think this is like his most successful like formation so far. I think like
I think he wants, yeah, he's tried and tested formation,
yeah.
because he wants most a little bit support on the defense also. I think that's why he
Only
gets
thing I
one
could
player to
understand
stay
is
back.
why Grealish didn't play.
I
No,
don't know, man.
Grealish is in a small injury now. He's not fully fit. Last week,
Is it?
yeah, he's not fully fit. He's still recovering.
I didn't see that also.
I saw that on the news. Grealish was not fit enough.
Okay, so I'll just start with my lineup. 4-2-3-1. We'll start off with Pickford. As we discussed, we don't have any other choice here. Then I'll just name the starters. I think
Is Maguire back?
that's why, but I'll still stick to Mings. I don't know if even if Maguire is back, he wouldn't be starting the game. I think so.
Yeah.
Mings might start the game. And on the left, I think for me, I predict that Shaw might
Please
start.
stop putting Trippier there. Put him on the right. Put him on the right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. I think in this game, Trippier will play on the right. Walker
I
might not
mean,
play because
he on the left was bad, man. Like not bad, isn't he? Couldn't do
he's
much with it.
he's a right footer, man. You put him on the
Exactly.
left,
He can't deliver
it's just not going to work. So I think because in the previous game, Walker was not very effective on the offense
on the
side.
offense. Yeah.
But Trippier, although he was on the left, I think he tried something. So maybe it'll be good if Trippier plays on the right this time. I think he'll be good offensive wise also. And
Hmm.
here, we'll go with the obvious. I'll remain from the previous match lah. These two is just a very good combo. And the center we'll go with Mount. And this is a bit tricky lah, because Foden played the previous game, but I think for Scotland, really should play on the right. Okay, I'll just put it on the right first. Here it's still Sterling, and here it's Kane. I think it's about time we find someone other than Kane, because in the previous game also he wasn't doing much.
Yeah, but he no way is
I
gonna
don't think,
start.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think
no
he's going
way.
to start Calvert Lewin anyway.
After all, he's England's pride some more.
Yeah.
Captain.
Exactly. So no way lah.
So yeah, just went through quick because most of the players I think will
Gonna
be
remain.
remained from the first game. So my changes will be Shaw, Trippier, and Grealish lah. I think Grealish will
Mhm.
play instead of Foden, because looking at the previous game, I think we need people to give the ball to Kane. In the previous game, Kane wasn't receiving much,
Yeah.
but Mount was really good in the previous game. I got to give it to him lah. The guy just was good. So this is my predicted lineup,
What about
guys.
Sancho? You don't blame. You guys want him so much in your squad, or
United is different,
Mati
man.
Mati want to buy the floor?
Yeah lah. Like you all lah. Mati also want to buy Van Dijk then.
We bought what? We used him what?
Let's keep Premier League away then. This is Euros. So yeah,
Why
this
not put Sancho over Sterling?
he'll
What's
come
your
in
reason?
later lah. 60 minutes day.
Okay. Isaac, it's
Mm.
your turn now. What changes will you make here? I think your formation is the same as Kavi, right?
About it, yeah, same formation. Instead of Shaw, I want to see Chilwell.
Okay.
If he's not injured, like I don't know. Honestly, I haven't heard any news about him being injured at all.
See, the first game I wanted Chilwell to play, but he didn't start. So I think this time better Shaw start lah.
All right, so over the right side, for me, it's either Rice or Phillips. So can you put a slash there? No, where Rice is.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Phillips.
And over at Phillips, I rather have Henderson there.
You rather have the Southgate? I don't know lah.
Fulham one, I don't want to say anything. I would I
I
would
think you will
prefer
prefer
Grealish.
like this, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Grealish, Mount go to Sterling.
Mount go to Sterling's house. Okay.
Yes. And then
Sterling
Mount
come to Mount's
Grealish.
house.
No. Grealish goes there. And I think I'll see Foden over Grealish. And maybe you can put there slash Sancho. Hey, wait, is what's his guy's name? The Arsenal player. Is Saka back?
No, I don't think so. He's feeling okay.
He's still injured.
Yeah. Southgate don't play that day.
So what? You want Saka or what?
I think Saka is still injured, right?
Yeah. I don't think
Try.
Saka will even have any chance to play yet. Unless, even if he's back, unless if England wins against Scotland, then maybe we can see some.
Yeah,
young guys
he's
coming
not
in.
going to be. He's not going to be the first 11 lah. Players
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but he's damn
Saka.
good. I don't understand why he's not being. I don't understand. If he's so good, why not him? You know.
No, at least give them chance at the last. But okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Bellingham
I think
came, right?
If
Bellingham came and
I think if England wins this game,
yeah,
the third game doesn't
we
matter.
can
They
see a
lose to
lot of
win.
change already.
Yeah. So he'll
Yeah.
definitely rest the players because the last 16 will be either against Portugal or Germany or France.
Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense.
He'll rest players.
So
So
he has to rest.
yeah, so this is my formation.
All right, interesting. So
Actually, you can put Henderson and Phillips same lines because either way, so they're gonna play either opposition. As in they not same place. I mean on the same line, on the mid line there.
All right,
Okay.
so I have to also stick to this formation because this is what Southgate is going for. Anyway, Pickford will be there. I think the back four will remain unless we hear some positive news about Maguire coming in. Then Mings will be.
Sorry lah, for me that's a bit negative lah, but that's personal preference.
But
Nah.
like I said, anyways, he wouldn't be starting the game lah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But instead of Chilwell, I'll have Luke Shaw. I think I'll go for Luke Shaw. So I'm following Kavi's back four. Even though Chilwell is a super speed player and good. He has good pace. I feel Luke Shaw helps both ways, also the back and the front. So I'll have Luke Shaw, and then the front two above the defenders. I think I'll remain with Rice and Phillips at the moment. This is because I feel I want Henderson to come from the substitute for Phillips in the second half. And this is not because I hate Henderson or what, because I myself rate Henderson as a super player, but I feel like he still don't have the fitness to start the game yet. So I'll put him in the second half, maybe from 60 to 70 minutes, give him some time, give him some recovery period, and then who knows if England wins this game, then they will be out there with Portugal, Germany, a big gun. That's where you really need Henderson to come in. So I'll still make him to stay in the bench for now. And the attacking threat. So I'm going to have Grealish on my left if he's fit enough. So it's either going to be Grealish or I'm going to have Raheem Sterling. I'm pretty sure Southgate is going to play Sterling somehow, but I would prefer to see Grealish there because Grealish can play on the left. He has shown that in Aston Villa. So I'm going to put Grealish there. And the middle one is going to be Mason Mount. I think other than Mason Mount, I don't think anyone else other than Grealish and him. So I'm going to have Mason Mount there. Now, on the right side, I'm thinking of Foden or Sancho. Looking at the way Foden played against England, the first half he was performing, he was hardworking. He was the only player I saw in the front four who was actually running all out. So I'm going to keep Foden there. And probably in the second half, you can see he's worn out. And that's when I'm going to bring in Sancho if I'm the manager. So Foden or Sancho will be there. So it's Grealish or Sterling on the left, Foden or Sancho on the right.
So
And
Grealish or Sterling?
yeah, Grealish or Sterling will be on the left, and then Foden or Sancho will be on my right. So this is going to be how I feel Southgate will play, because Scotland. You should also remember that Foden or Sancho will be having to face likes of Robertson or Kieran Tierney on the left, and then
Who's Buncho Day?
Sancho Day.
the viewers whoever watching here is going to get confused.
Who like
Mountain
is grill
la,
ish? Grill
mountain la.
ish? Why you grilling ish? Is it?
You see there how he's going to grill Scotland.
So I was saying, looking at likes of Robertson and not Tierney and all. So these players are those players who are not only fast paced, but they are very physical. They are very good in physical. So if Foden is not going to live to that, because Foden is a very young and very light player for me. He's fast. But if Robertson, a player like Robertson going against Foden, it might create some, some back situation. So in that case, maybe Sancho can come in. But this is my information.
Since we are talking about Robertson, right? So how much do you think Foden will actually track back, or any player for the matter, Foden or Sancho? Are they the type that actually will track back and help out Trippier to stop?
I think
was
Foden
thinking,
will do that, but Foden, as we see from how he played against Croatia, the second half he started to worn out. He's totally he's looking very
when that happens, it's going to be a nightmare for Trippier. I was thinking, I'm not going to put this guy in my team, but I was thinking, in terms of tracking back, maybe Rashford is good, because we have seen him doing that in United. So I don't know about Sancho, because honestly I'm not watching as much
but
Dortmund games.
I've seen Foden actually track back, but like you said, in the second half, if things are not working right, I still don't prefer Rashford.
No, that's just a discussion thing. I wouldn't put him there also. But
I
in terms
feel
of
Phillips
tracking
and
back,
Trippier will take care.
Phillips.
Yeah,
I think Phillips will take care of that.
And let's say if we are in the lead, okay, for example, if we are in the lead, Scotland, I mean, let's say we are leading from the first half, then the second half, Scotland will definitely start attacking. So maybe at the in the time where we reach the 60th minute or what, then that's when even Henderson can come into hand, because Henderson has very good tracking back and very good tacklings as well.
True.
Because Scotland, not only Robertson, you should also look at the midfield. They have Stuart Armstrong and John McGinn. These two guys will be running all around finding pockets of space. So
I mean, the only silver line that I see is that they got poor strikers. That's all.
yeah, no, I don't feel they're poor, man. Like Che Adams is from Southampton. He's good.
But they couldn't finish the last game.
It's just that they're not getting.
No, the last game against Czech Republic, the keeper was the man of the match. Czech Republic's keeper was super good.
That guy was on point.
Yeah, he was super good.
Like the ball got stuck to his hands. Wherever the ball is, he's there.
Yeah, so Scotland did a lot of attacking, but just because the keeper of Czech
Republic got Motler.
Yeah, so that creates a lot of things. So anyway, and it's going to be a decider for Scotland. If they lose this round, then they're gone.
They're done. Yeah.
So they're going to take that very well in their mind. And Croatia as well. They have Czech Republic there. You never know what's going to happen. So yeah. So this is going to be my formation. So guys, for those of you who is going to be watching our video, do let us know which one you prefer. You prefer Kavi's one, because three of us this time went for the same formation.
I just want to make a slight change. Earlier I put Grealish on the right. I think I'll push Grealish to the center. I don't know how much better he'll do on the right, so I'll just push Grealish to the center.
Okay. But I don't know if Grealish is still fit enough or not. Because
that's the thing.
Based on what I've seen in the news, the 25-year-old trained alone on Tuesday morning, causing doubts whether he will play against Scotland. So
what's the issue? I thought he was okay when he went with England, right?
Yeah, actually, he came back against Aston Villa and was playing as well. But I think he got injured again in the warm up when they were playing Austria and Romania in the in
It's
the,
a, it's a very
Friendlies,
good. He's a
the
very good
friendlies.
prospect, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
So
he single-handedly. I think he single-handedly. What do you call it? Turned Aston Villa's fate this season.
Just a quick question. What formation do you guys think will be the best for England? Apart,
I feel
I don't know. This 4-2-3-1 is Southgate's tested and whatever lah. So apart from this 4-2-3-1,
I kind of like this 4-2-3-1 actually because it's kind of a high pressing kind of a formation for me. I feel in a sense that the midfield is pretty flexible, and you just shift down a bit, shift up a bit. You can see like a 4-3-3, and the players are still suited for 4-3-3 kind of position. And I feel
yeah,
like
that's why
because
that's the thing. That's why I'm asking because currently all England players are very fast. They're very
yeah,
fast and agile. So I was thinking why they can go all out attack anytime. So 4-3-3 they can just flying on the flanks. For instance,
well,
4-3-3.
they can, but I feel, I'm not trying to be biased or not, but if the reason why Southgate didn't play Henderson is because of his injury and nothing else,
yeah,
then I feel like he probably will use this formation first until he gets back hale and hearty, and then maybe when he's ready to go, then he will change the formation because maybe there'll be more confidence in the midfield line and also on the back. Because when Henderson plays in a controlling midfield, you notice that not only that he does the pushing in the front, but he also does take care of the mid, and he also tracks back and becomes the next centre back whenever you need him to. So he's like he moves all over the pitch and he makes sure that the ball doesn't get past him kind of player. And then he also commands, which is very important when you're playing this kind of game because when someone commands you from the midfield line, it's usually for me I think it's the best because he gets to command the front line, he gets to command the back line. And I've seen how Anderson play in Liverpool and I've always been pleased with it. And I like the way because it's well suited for a high pressing kind of game because you need players like him to run back and forth, right? So
Maybe,
I feel maybe when he comes in, it can be a 4-3-3, a full on attack.
mhm.
for me,
And
um,
sorry, and one more thing, sorry. And if it's a 4-3-3, it's very good because then King can always swap with either Grealish, Sterling, or Sancho and Foden.
Yeah. They
So
can be flexible on the front.
yes, when they do that, you get a confused opponent as well. Because most of the time you see players they either do zonal marking or man marking, which in every case if we see Kane, you will see like 2-3 players next to him, like his girlfriend and that. But then if he gets to rotate, that same 2-3 players will have to be like now they gotta mark someone else and kind of thing.
Mm.
So it causes a bit of disruption in the pitch. So
so for me, this I have two. One is like I can foresee what Southgate might do. So what I feel will happen is that Trippier will remain on the left and Reece
Oh
James will
my
be on
god.
the right. Reece James will be on the right. And then I still feel Raheem Sterling will start the game and with Foden. So it's going to be the same formation. I feel. Okay, this is what I
yeah,
feel.
I got
But
the
I
same
also
feeling as
like
well.
as what Kavi was asking just now, I also like to see another formation which, if it's, you guys might feel a bit weird, but this is the old 4-4-2 formation. Why I'm saying this formation is because forget the back line. I think the back line is the same. It's going to be like that. But when we're looking at the formation above, I will put another striker beside Kane, and then I'll have four midfielders. The reason is because the past season we have seen what Mourinho has done to Harry Kane. Harry Kane was more to a playmaker already. Like he started to fall
Yes.
deep, get the ball, look at Heung-min Son. So in
Mm.
our case here, that Son guy can be a Grealish or a Foden. So for that reason only, I'm going like, okay, a 4-4-2 can also work, and a 4-4-2 can work if we have Jordan Henderson inside. So it should be Declan Rice and Jordan Henderson playing box to box, and then on the flank we will have the normal wingers like Sancho or like a Grealish or even Sterling. I don't mind. And then on top we will have like a Rashford or a Kane and a Foden. And I don't even mind if we see a Kane and a Calvert Lewin as well, because Calvert Lewin is very good in air.
Mm.
So This is a formation that also kind of like in my likings as well to see how they can actually adapt to it. But looking at Southgate, he's already used to this. So I think it's going to stick to 4-3-2-1
I
or 2-3-1.
actually that 4-4-2 came out of nowhere. Actually, it's very interesting. But I think most of the managers, maybe 60 or 70% of the managers are fixed
No
to
more using
4-2.
it. Yeah.
They
Last
moved on
time,
to
last time it was a very common formation.
Yeah.
Now the
yes,
common formation is 4-2-3-1. You
yes.
can see most teams use that.
That's I think 4-4-2 is what won World Cup for Brazil.
Yeah.
That time in the South Korea World Cup, that's the formation they used and they owned the whole tournament. So it's definitely not an outdated one lah. I think they use 4-2-3-1 now because unlike before, now the game starts from the penalty box itself.
Yep.
In the name of build-up play, they started from there itself. So they
You
need
remember the
more
other
man.
day, even Pickford was doing that so many times, and Isaac got frustrated.
Yes. Not actually. When I watch this Euro, right? Not only the big teams, lah. Even the small
Yeah.
teams are doing it also. Yesterday, North Macedonia did. Just now, I was watching Slovakia game. Slovakia was doing. They are so used to build up play already. They are not going to take goal kick and waste the ball for. I don't know.
They just want to keep possession more. Will
I mean,
back.
Yes.
there are so many ways to play 4-4-2. I mean, to be fair,
But
I've kind of like
could
I've kind of like 4-4-2 because we've grown up watching football since 4-4-2,
that was the
and
entertaining
yeah, that was the
formation.
thing. It's fun because you got to see your wings being all creative. You got to see your strikers being really hardworking, and they know the ways in and out.
Yes.
And you can still use it with maybe a little bit of a modern modification out of it. I still think that 4-4-2, yeah, it's old, but I don't think so it's outdated at all because
It's
uh,
a damn proven formation, really.
yeah, it's kind of fun
Yeah.
because you got to see like uh, the players maybe may not be used to it, but I see a lot of
The
flexibility in it.
tactics.
Yeah,
The tactics, like
correct.
4-4-2 will make you to feel safe because
Yeah,
even if you are not very good in your attacking side, your defense is solid.
yeah,
You
correct.
will have like your two midfielders in the middle who will help to pull back,
Hmm.
So
See like right now, Wakabi, if you drag Mount, you put next to Kane. There you go. You got a 4-4-2 nowadays.
yeah.
Yeah, you just have to push these guys higher a bit.
But
Yeah, that's it.
like 4-4-2 will make the whole team to work very hard. They have to work very hard. Like in
Yes.
Yeah,
terms of the strikers, also one must stay up, one must come
They
back,
have
and
to
then
run
the
up and
wings.
down, especially the
Yeah,
flanks
yeah.
they
yeah.
have to be very busy. The
But
work
if
rate is
they
higher lah.
but if they're gonna play 4-4-2, then you know what I prefer. I prefer Kane behind Mount and Mount be what's his name, Kevin Lewin.
Yeah, that's what like Sabesh said. I think
Yeah,
that's the
Because
better way.
if you ask me, apart from Grealish, I don't think Mount is also my preference as a good playmaker. Like it's been a long time. Like England actually have a good playmaker. We can see names like Rooney and I don't know, but like in coming to playmaker, Grealish is the only one I feel like in this scenario where we can say, okay, he's a playmaker. Other than him, I think it's Kane because Kane, we have
yeah,
seen what he did
Hmm.
in Tottenham last season when Mourinho put him there.
Yes.
Other than that, I don't feel Mason Mount also is there yet. Maybe he's developing into one, but I don't see him. We need a person like Kevin De Bruyne. You see what he did yesterday. So we don't
That
have that in
goal.
England yet. Yeah. You saw the
If
Damn
you
both
can,
good
goals or
man.
not? You saw
if
the
you want
both
to do
Damn
that,
goals.
then
good.
Both were
yeah, so,
tactical. And then the first goal, I thought he was going to shoot. Suddenly he
Yes.
just reversed back. Oh
He
my
he
god.
did he did the Mesut Ozil thing. Only
Yeah,
Ozil
yeah,
does that.
yeah.
Only Ozil does that.
So that's the thing, lah. But the difference between him and Ozil is that he actually shoots. Ozil doesn't shoot at all.
yeah,
But
Anyway,
for some reason, that's why I like him. He's not selfish at all. At
yeah.
any point you throw him inside the box, he'll still find someone to pass the ball.
Anyway, yeah. So this is our formation now. So finally, before we are coming to the end of the show, um, let's hear from Isaac and Kavi on what they feel the predicted scoreline at the end of the game tomorrow.
This is going to be tough, man, because both the teams are like Isaac was saying, Scotland will want it more than England. So I think it's going to be two, no, lah, two.
What you predicted, in your prediction show?
For what? Definitely England win. Definitely England win. I think 2-1. I'll go with 2-1.
And Isaac?
Let me see what I predicted. I predicted 2-0 England.
Check mine also.
Let me see also. I might have to revise my prediction.
You and I are the same, Dimcha. Both of us said 2-0. Yeah.
Oh, I said 2-0.
No, you said all of us 2-0, right?
Then you know what's happening, lah.
2-0, then tomorrow.
Dude, but trust me, if England lose this game, they're in big trouble.
Really, they got one more game making.
Yeah, that's why I say it's a big trouble, because the next game is a decider who will go through. Because you see, if let's say Croatia beats Czech, Scotland beats England, it's a tie.
It's going to be very tight, man.
Anyone can go through.
Yeah.
That'll make the whole thing exciting then.
Yeah, it'll be very exciting.
Because everyone will have to play their lungs out.
I don't want that to happen anyway, but if it happens, then we have good contents to share in Football Plus TV.
If Czech wins, they'll definitely qualify for last 16 already. So then later the fight will be for England and Scotland.
But anyway, we have some people actually commented in our chat, and it's no one else, but it's our FBTV crew. So Wahid is saying that he prefers a 3-5-2. So I think he's putting a 3 at the back and then a 5.
We are not Azuris, bro. We are not Azuris.
I got no confidence.
Sharvin says 3-0 for the prediction, and Wahid is 2-0.
I've got no confidence with 3-5-2 with England, but I'll be frank with you.
Yeah, that's hard actually.
I don't see how they can do it.
They can do it if it's following like what I told last week. Remember, like we have 5-3-2, and then the 2 will move up. So and
come down.
Do it that way, then it's different.
So basically, you're playing wing backs, lah.
So the wing backs will have to do the work, lah, like overlappings. Right. So yeah. So that's a good formation anyway. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. We have 5 people actually watching our live stream at the moment. Thank you so much. And so all of us predicted for a 2-0 win. And now we are also going to share to you our Euro prediction show so far. Who is the leading person? Who is the first place guy? And who is in the relegation battle at the moment. So it's time for us to see, because we have started this show, and he's hosted by Wahid, who just commented down there. So he has actually made a show where we can predict all our scoreline and to see who will actually do a forfeit at the end of the season, like who is going to be the one who's going to do the forfeit. So who is it going to be at the moment, and who is going to win a prize from Wahid himself to the first place? So Kavi, let us know like how the table looks like at the moment.
One moment. Okay, you can see the table, right?
Yep.
Okay, so currently after the first round of matches and also a couple of matches from the second round, now the standing is, as you guys can see,
the host himself is first.
Host main tipu ni. The host is leading with 20 points. And trailing the host is Sarvesh, who gave a very good comeback, I'll say.
Yeah, that's a good
comeback. Sarvesh had a very good comeback.
Yeah, me, him, and Sanjeev was the one at the bottom. Now look at him.
That's why initially he had a couple of wrong predicted scores. Then towards the end, he managed to pull back some good score lines, and now he's just trailing by 2 points. That's the way, Sarvesh. Yeah, man. And
you think about it, see, from the 4th place to the 1st place is all 2 points behind each other.
4th place, 1 point.
It's like No. It's like you are 2 points behind me. I'm 2 points behind Sharvin, and Sharvin's 2 points behind
yeah,
Wahid.
yeah. Okay. Yes.
And I'm 2 points behind you guys.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. But Sharvin is 1 point behind.
Yeah.
So and running in third is definitely Isaac, the man.
So talking
He
about the league now, we have actually 7 people watching. So Kavi, take the floor, eh?
So it's Isaac with 16 points. He got only 3 score lines correct. So in case you guys are wondering how the format goes is we all of us we come up with our own predictions for each round of the game. Then those who predict the correct score line will get 2 points, 2 extra points. And if we have predicted a win or lose to the home or away side, if that's correct, we'll get 1 point. So if you let's say if I'm saying England will win and they actually win, it's a 1 point for me. And if they actually win 2-0, it's going to be extra
3
two
points.
points. So total 3 points. That's how the
Yeah.
format is.
Yeah.
So running in fourth is myself with 14 points after losing the lead. I was leading the table at the end of the first round. I don't know what happened. And coming in close is Sharwin with 13 points.
So
And
Sharvin is saying that he's asking if we should start the table from semi-final onwards.
no, I think in that case we have to check with the host himself.
He won't agree because he's first one.
Who wanna agree? They.
Or maybe as a what they call it as a challenge, right? Or some funny thing, we can just flip the table, make Mr. TikTok as first.
Hey, wait, hold on a second.
Either way, I'm mid-table, man. Either way, I'm mid-table.
Hold on a second. I need
Because
to know
you
who is
Arsenal,
Mr.
they.
TikTok there.
Okay, so Mr. TikTok is actually the person who is predicting our scoreline in TikTok and also in Instagram. So Bharat and Sharvin, they are actually working on this. It's like you are predicting based on physical luck. How is the game going to finish? So that is Mr. TikTok for those who don't know this, including Isaac.
So maybe we can get Mr. TikTok when the tournament ends or when it's about semi-finals or what. Maybe we can get Mr. TikTok voice out their feelings, how they feel being bottom of the table. Maybe they can have a chat with Sanjeev.
Yeah. So yeah, Sanjeev is the only one with Mr.
Single
TikTok
digit.
is still in the single digit, but it's still early. You never know. Maybe lucks can change in just 2-3 games.
Yeah.
Looking at
So,
me,
but
even
then,
I am not stable as well. I'm actually
anyways,
just
it's
right after Sanjeev.
anyways, it's a far-fetched thing for Sanjeev and Mr. TikTok lah. Anyways, good luck, guys. Yes. I wish you all the best. So that's up to date. That's how the table is. I don't know. It might change after the England game or the Croatia game. Let's see. We'll keep you guys updated. Please,
Yep.
please check out our Insta story. I think we update after every game. Is it?
Yeah.
Ramesh?
Yes. So Wahid is very active in this. So every game he's going to update the scoreline and the table as well. And not forgetting, we also have another show coming up. Another prediction show soon. I think this will be featuring Wahid, Sharvin, and Bharat for the first time. And they will be giving their prediction and we will be all doing it offline. So that will be coming up soon as well, only on Football Bloods TV. All you have to do now is just subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. And if you want to know who is Mr. TikTok and what the hell are these people talking about, check out our TikTok page as well. You can see different creative ideas being thrown out by Bharat and Sharvin to make sure that Mr. TikTok is going to come out from the relegation zone. So hopefully that happens.
Shout out to these two guys, Bharat and Sharvin, for coming up with very creative ideas. When I watch it, I was like, man, these guys are damn creative. And the editing, they just nailed it. So Please follow us on our TikTok page. They have uploaded a couple of predictions already.
Yeah.
For round 2, I think it's completed also. Please
Yes.
And
follow,
please do
give us
share
a
around your
like
friends
and
as well.
share. Yes.
Share
Yeah,
around your friends.
and do comment in all our videos as well, which is what me and Isaac always tries to say. Is comment so we will know what is your feedback on. And
Because we
yeah,
love to read comments, right?
yes, yeah.
We really
So,
we really yearn to read comments.
so
We
Kavi,
mati want to read comments.
you can stop presenting now. And yeah, so we have come to the end of the show. And
Before that, I think I'll just top up on something. Maybe we should tell them that there's a tactical analysis coming up very soon. Something
yes,
that they have liked all the while. It's coming up really soon, guys. We'll decide on the best match, I'll say, to actually analyze the game.
yeah,
So
Featuring
keep
Call Me FC.
yeah.
yes, without
Call
him,
me baby.
call me. Without him, the technical analysis is not happening. So it will be hosted by Call Me FC himself, Mr.
So,
Sanjeev,
yeah.
with most likely Sarvesh. So stay tuned. The tactical analysis is coming your way soon.
Yeah. So, guys, as what we were mentioning all the while. So before that, let me read a comment. I wonder who's going to be the top scorer in Euro. That's a very interesting topic for Sharvin. So we'll cover that another day. Because we have likes of like Lukaku, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then we also have the surprising one, which was the game yesterday. What's his name? The number 7 who played for Ukraine. Forgot his name. Yes, Yamalenko. Yamalenko.
Yes.
Yeah, even
You
he's
you
now
saw
there.
how he scored then?
Yeah.
He was like so cool
So
like
peace.
that.
You're so
Oh, yeah.
peace. You're so
That
cool.
was damn nice day. Yes, I think the best goal. I think that's the best thing that happened in the entire game.
So cool the way. And
The
then
fella was like,
even
oh,
his
this
first
is
game,
my
even his first game,
yeah.
he curled the ball in his left foot.
Yes.
Even that was spectacular. So there's a lot of numbers of names. So thanks, Sharvin, for asking that. And yeah, so we are coming to the end of the show. So before we leave, Football Bloods TV, we are now giving more shows for you so that you will stay entertained. We have this show, which will only cover England's lineup, England's formation, England's news for every game that they are going to compete. Hopefully, they will stay until the end so that we can do more shows for them.
Yes.
And then we also have our TikTok predictions, which you can check out only on TikTok for all the videos, all the matches that will be covered only in TikTok by Sharvin and Bharat. And the famous one, which actually attracted people to come and see our chat now, the Euro prediction show by Football Bloods TV. This is hosted by Wahid, and we will be updating all our league standing every game. So you can check that out in our Instagram stories and also in all our YouTube podcasts as well. And not forgetting the tactical analysis, as what Kavi mentioned earlier, that will be covered by Sanjeev, me, Sarvesh, and whoever
Coming
that's
up real
responsible.
soon.
Yes, and the new show by us, The Pitch, the instant match reaction by Kavi himself, that is doing right after an important game. That will be covering a very short segment, like in 5 to 10 minutes gap. And
I think we
Isaac
should
as
call it.
well.
I think
It's
we should
not.
call it.
It's
I
not.
think
It's not an only interesting game. If the guys want, any particular game, for instance, Ukraine game or something, we can do that. No problem. So do leave us a comment. We'll
but-
do an
but I think
reaction for you guys.
I think we have to rename that show. I think we gotta call it the Angry Men Show.
The Angry Men
Season
Show will
2 day.
happen. The Angry
Season
Men Show
2.
will only happen
Season
if
2.
there's season 2. It should be Isaac and Kavi together. That will be an even better combo. Then
Okay,
you can
one
see
day.
one guy
someday.
renting this side, one guy renting this side.
Macawai, marilah.
Okay,
Ini
marilah.
sampai sini saya punya tempat, sampai sana lu punya tempat.
Shambolic.
Hey, it's copyrighted. Careful.
All right. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. And what is your prediction for England versus Scotland? The game is happening like less than 3 hours from now. And let's see how this outcome is going to come. Reminding everyone, we are also doing a live watch along for Portugal versus Germany, which is tomorrow. Do join us there. Until the next time, signing off from Isaac, Kavi, and me, myself, Sabresh Manmadan.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
Hey, why not you find a speaker and play the song there?